just about remembered to update the stream number. Here we go. Let's do some Yakuza. How many chapters? How far are we into this game at this point? How many chapters? Yakuza. There are 17 chapters. We're like, what, 10? 10 deep? We're over halfway. We're over halfway. I think this might be chapter 11 we're about to start. We're getting there. Hello everyone, hey Dandelion, thank you very much for the 53 months of sub, Purple Penguin subscription time indeed. Hello Active Criticism, happy crime night. I gotta remember to move the chat down here where I will notice it and not leave it on the upper screen, and my brain will just ADHD and forget it exists. There we go. Yeah, we are entering... Oh, chapter 12. Yeah, we are getting there. 12 out of 17. 12, 17... Okay, we are... Numerically, we're about 2/3 of the way through the game. So yeah, somewhere around episode 30, so we got maybe like... At an estimate, maybe 9 more streams, maybe like 3 more weeks of Yakuza. Hey, Cass. I've achieved a dentist appointment where I didn't open my mouth too wide and hurt myself. Hell yeah. Well done. Glad it went okay. Hey, Natalie. No bother at all. I'm doing good. I have had a very busy day today. What did I do today? Recorded Podquisition. Did consultant meetings. Did emails, saw very cold weather happening. Ugh. Are we... Okay, we're still Majima. Go, Majima, go!
Welcome back, Majima-chan.
Sagawa... Huh?
A little bird told me you went strolling outside of Sultanbori for a hot second today. Had me worried about you, Tiger. I was thinking someone might have popped you and I'd find you bobbing in the river full of holes.
Went to meet Nishitani. He was holed up in jail.
Hey. You dragged yourself all the way down to the slammer? That's dedication, kid.
I don't know if what we had was quite snow. It was almost snow we had.
It's your cage, you understand?
We almost had some snow.
You step out of the goddamn hotel. You let the front desk know. So who the fuck are you, leaving your cage without a word? Huh? Huh? Now tell me, where do you think you're off to now in such a mad rush?
Naturally, I was on my way to report to you.
I was off to go be a good boy.
Well, that's good.
Oh no, I'm sorry to hear about the vaccine fatigue.
Think of the poor cleaning lady.
Cass, I'm excited for us to kill this guy. He's very killable. He's got a very killable face. Hey, Artist Synth. This man has such a smug,
So, I assume
no
if you
one
met
would
with
miss you
Nishitani,
face.
You got it out of him. Makoto Makimura's location?
Kinda. But I also learned the guy in the white suit's got nothing to do with Nishitani. He's got his own agenda. Makoto's new guy's named Sarah, from the Nikkyo Consortium.
Nikkyo Consortium.
They don't fly clan colors, but they're on Team Tojo.
Tojo clan. So
More
he's the same
Yakuza.
side as Shimano then.
More Yakuza wanting.
Nishitani was on
wanting the
Tojo
girl.
clan payroll too. Somebody from the Dojima family.
Hang on. You're telling me there are 3 different Tojo clan factions all gunning for the same girl?
Yep.
And what's your source here? Nishitani tell you all that in the can?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn, Nishitani's not an easy nut to crack. You must have really put it to him with some sick torture shit, yeah? So go on, tell me. What'd you have to do?
Really not that much.
This and that.
Uh-huh. Right.
A little of
so
A,
we
a
know
little of B.
Makoto-chan's popular with all the Tojo boys. Where is she now?
Some old place in the Camellia Grove. Benton Inn. That's where the Nikkyo Consortium's hold up, anyway.
The Camellia Grove, huh? Savvy pick. Gotta hand it to these Nikkyo gents. They've got good taste, at least.
Meaning what?
Meaning it's smart. A pretty little thing like Makoto Makimura shuffling around, wailing and sobbing's not gonna get so much as a second look in the Grove. You'll see when we get there. Anyway.
Just
let's
expect
get
a lot of shuffling young women
Huh?
crying.
What, you're coming too?
Like a home for
You
sad
see a lot of
nuns.
people send their dog out to walk itself? Fuck no, right? If you leave Sotenbori, you can bet your ass I'm gonna be holding the leash. Understand?
I'm excited for this dog on a leash to turn around and bite him and give him rabies. It does sound a bit human trafficking, doesn't it? Yeah.
What is this? You missed being around me?
Okay. Where are we going?
Aren't you? Alright, we're heading to the Grove. They'll be
Yeah, we
expecting
could do
company.
side content, but I
Go
kind of
into
just
this
want to.
half-assed and you're
I'm
gonna end
itching
up
to
more
push
than
the plot
half dead.
today.
You ready?
Let's do it. Hell yeah.
I'm set.
Somebody's eager. Just try not to disappoint me this time, yeah? Majima-chan?
Are the nuns sad because Katy Perry is trying to steal their homes? I'm trying to see this. I'm trying to follow that reference because I'm like, I know Katy Perry recently had an album called West End Girl about getting cheated, her husband cheating on her. Not sure. No, that's Lily Allen. Katy Perry. Nope. I thought I was following a thread. I'm like, no, I have no idea what Katy Perry is up to and what it would involve. Nuns stealing their homes? No. I thought I had something and I'm lost.
Alright. Let's roll
Let's
out.
roll out indeed. For a second I was like, I know a pop culture thing. No, I don't know a pop culture thing. Katy Perry is trying to buy sickly nuns' homes. As in, trying to buy homes for sickly nuns, or buy sickly nuns' homes from them? Have I missed big Katy Perry trying to make nuns homeless law? Okay, I'm having a quick read. This is from 2018. So this is like old news, I guess. In 2015, Katy Perry agreed to purchase a former convent from the LA Archdiocese for $14.5 million. 2 nuns attempted to sell the property to a different buyer. The nuns opposed the sale to Perry because they were uncomfortable with her public image and had previously sold the property to another buyer without the Archdiocese approval. A judge later ruled that the nun sale was invalid and the lawsuit continued. A nun embroiled in the property dispute collapsed and died during a court hearing. some people allege that Katy Perry paid off the archdiocese to side with her. Oh, that's a whole mess. I'm not surprised I didn't know about this. I thought this was like a currently happening thing and not. Well, 7 years ago there was an update about someone dying in court. Yeah, Cass says the last time I saw Katy Perry, she was emerging from a giant toilet in her Vegas stage show, and I'm trying to keep that as my last image of her because it's perfect. Yeah, that's about last I saw of her, was her doing very slow lightsaber moves on stage in a routine that was very clearly meant to be Katy Perry went to space, and people thought she was... The fact that she was, like, taking selfies rather than, like, looking out the window at space was a bit weird, but she clearly thought everyone would think it was very cool she went to space, so she themed her tour around space, and then had to very quickly redesign it so it stopped being about, like, clearly a weightless astronaut, and it's like, no, 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 I'm like a ninja doing big jumps in the air. What foolishness has Dharma walked into? We were learning about Katy Perry maybe pressuring an archdiocese into selling a convent to Katy Perry despite the objections of the nuns. Also, I'm gonna go down like a slight side tangent because I found out about the most absolutely soul-destroying piece of music to ever exist this week. Absolutely brilliant but fucking devastating piece of music that's not everyone's gonna be in the right headspace for. But I do think it is one of the most powerfully effective pieces of music I have ever heard. Let me find the track quickly. It is a recently released Florence and the Machine song called Everybody Scream. And it is, to my understanding, a song written by the singer, Florence Pugh, about being on stage in at a concert, performing for a crowd, and realizing mid-performance that she is miscarrying right on the stage. Heavy subject, I know. And the cognitive dissonance between, like, the realizing she was having, like, one of the worst moments a person can have while on stage with an audience of adoring fans chanting her name, having no idea what was happening. Fucking brutal thing to write a song about. I'm gonna read you one line of lyric from it, because it is maybe the most devastating bit of lyricism I have seen in years from an artist. Watch me run myself ragged, blood on the stage, but how can I leave when you're screaming my name? I might play a little bit of the song later. It is hauntingly performed. It is a hell of a piece of music. I respect... It is one of the most impressive tracks I've heard in a long time. It is a horrific experience put very powerfully and emotively to music. It is one of... I don't know the last time I saw a piece of art like this that was... You so clearly channeled something complicated and emotionally turbulent into something beautiful and very easy for an outside listener to connect with. So yeah, I need to go listen to the rest of that album, because I believe it is the opening track to her new album. I'm like, damn, that is a statement piece to open with. Anyway, let's have some Majima adventures for a minute.
What do you say, handsome?
Oh, it's the title track of the album as well. That's Everybody's Scream.
Special rate.
Apologies, madam. We're here for one gal in particular.
What a tease. Where are you going?
Right over there.
Oh, wow. Cass Fireborn says, Tyler, the creators are like him, is still getting to me.
Koto's in there?
It's a piece about how his mum would always compare him to his deadbeat dad. Ooh.
I'm coming.
Give me a second to open that in a tab because I'm curious about it. Not an artist I know much about. I've heard of Tyler the Creator. I've not gone out of my way to listen
Which way first?
to his music.
Let's get this over with quickly.
Oh, I've
Majima-chan.
definitely listened to some
We
of it.
split up and find the
I'm
girl.
seeing the art for this the album art for this track and going, I've definitely seen this bit of art before.
I'll take left. You take right.
Sure you'll be alright on your own, Sagawa-han?
Don't you worry about me. I'll kill on sight. Plain and simple. Whether it's a Nikyo goon, Sarah himself, or Makoto Makimura, hardly matters.
Sure, try not to run out of bullets.
Oh,
Goro Majima-san, I presume?
hello.
And what if I am?
You'll be pleased to know President Serra has no desire to claim your life. We ask that you see yourself out and drop this matter while you're still in the Tojo clan's good graces.
How
Okay,
good can those
started
graces
as a
be?
bit of an edgelord
Coming from a
create
simple weasel that
artist.
won't even raise the
He's
clan
turned himself
flag.
around a bit. Interesting.
Please be rational about this. However, if you must insist on pressing further, I'm afraid we can't allow you to live.
Sagawa is very punchable,
Huh.
yes.
Sounds to me
We do
like
want
you
people
got
to
something
evolve,
real
yes.
tasty you're hiding back there. Now you got me curious.
Are we to understand that you refuse to back down?
Yeah, that is what you should assume, yes.
Goddamn right I refuse. Now quit flapping your lips and decide if you want to fork over Makoto or get your asses beat.
We'll have to decline both offers. Don't bother going easy on him. No one crosses the Nikyo. Make sure he learns that!
Okay, we're about to do a fight, but I kind of want to pause and let me turn this down a bit. I kind of want to learn about this Tyler the Creator track now. We will Yakuza momentarily. I'm probably not going to listen to the full track, but I want to have a little listen to this. Let me pull up the lyrics so I can have a look at this track. Okay, I'm looking at the lyrics and that looks pretty devastating. Cool. So this is, yeah, we're doing it. This is a side quest. We're doing a little side quest to learn about "Like Him" by Tyler the Creator. A moment to avoid advertisement on YouTube. Okay, nope. Oh, another advert. And then we'll get to beating up some thugs.
Damn, nigga. Every time I look at you, I swear to God. Nigga, you got that nigga feet. You got that nigga body. You got that nigga long arms, fingers and shit, flat feet, big dick.
She said that I make expressions like
Ooh.
my legs to my shoulders and my chin.
Having never gone out of my way to listen to Tyler the Creator, I don't know what genre I expected. I wasn't expecting this. Ooh.
Like him, like him, like him. I'm chasing a ghost. I don't know
Yeah.
who he is. I'm chasing a ghost. I don't know where he is.
It's a very vulnerable vocal line with this, I don't want to say upbeat piano line, but it's very like playful and dancing around. Like it feels like it is dancing over the vulnerability in a way that is like shielding a little of the vulnerability of the vocal in a way that is, like, really interesting. It's a 4.5-minute track, and I'm not going to do the whole track on stream, but this is definitely on my radar to, like, I want to put on a good pair of headphones, not on stream, and give this a proper listen tomorrow. Thank you for the recommendation, Cass. Very much appreciate it. I'm going to put on a little bit of the track that led to us recommending this. I'm going to play a little bit of Everybody Scream by Florence and the Machine. Because, yeah, given the context of this was written in the aftermath of having a miscarriage live on stage in front of a fucking crowd, I think you can hear a lot of that emotion in the way that this track plays. The birds don't sing, they scream your name. Yeah. Yeah, this track's what, 2 months old? It's beautifully ethereal for something that is going to be so guttural very soon. Like, opening with like a chorus of just distant screaming.
Get on stage, and I call her by her first name. Try to stay away, but I always meet her back at this place. She gives me everything, I feel no pain. I break down, get up, and do it all again. Because it's never enough, and she makes me feel loved. I can come here and scream as loud as I will. Everybody dance! Everybody sing! Everybody move!
It's such an interestingly chaotic track.
Here I don't have to be quiet, here I don't have to be kind, extraordinary and normal all at the same time. But look at me run myself ragged, blood on the stage. But how can I leave you when you're screaming my name? Screaming my name.
Running myself ragged, blood on the stage, but how can I leave you when you're screaming my name?
I will come for you in the evening.
I'm not going to play the whole track. It is a 6-minute opening track, which I think, like, going as, like, unfriendly to radio play length as this for a opening title track for an album from a very radio-friendly artist is, like, a bold choice. Lyrically, it is brutal. But, like, again, much like that Tyler the Creator track, it's very... The music is, like, trying to evoke this idea of, like, there is a crowd, there is an audience, there is a pressure to keep the performance going, despite the growing chorus of female screaming. There is a pressure to be, like, not only a pressure to keep performing, but also this is my safe space. Performing is my space to let myself be free, to not worry about, like, managing the mask of having to be perceived as feminine enough to perform womanhood correctly. It is this very liberating space, and I don't want to let what's happening to me in this moment defeat me in that way, because I am afraid that I will forever lose this association with being on stage if I let myself stop and think about what is happening right now. It's like fucking brutal. God, it's quite a track. Anyway, we should be doing some Yakuza fighting. But yeah, I wanted to get Everybody Scream by Florence and the Machines on people's radar as a piece of music, because oh yeah, Rule Spider, You've joined us talking about beautifully haunting pieces of music that absolutely tear your soul apart. But it's okay. We're gonna beat some people up with disco kung fu. Ooh, today's Wednesday, isn't it? Oh, there's a band I really enjoy called Bears in Trees who have got a new EP releasing tomorrow that I want to check out. It's been a while since I've kept up to date on... I've not been listening to new music for a while, and I need to give myself some more time to find new music. Like, I did listen through Lily Allen's West End Girl, which I thought was like a very interesting album. Like, even if it's not an album that's going to go on my like regular repetition playlist, I'm glad I gave it a chance. For anyone who has missed it, it is an entire album about Lily Allen realizing that David Harbour from Stranger Things, her husband, has been having an extramarital affair. But where most artists who make like a song or an album about like the downfall of a relationship will wait until like they've officially ended the relationship, and like it'll all be kind of coded references to the end of the relationship. I've seen people making TikToks to this effect, and I think it's a pretty accurate way to talk about it. Like, her album is very much at 11:22 on the 2nd of March. I entered his flat in the city, which he had alleged he was using as an art studio. But what I found was a bag full of 27 butt plugs under the bed, and love letters from his mistress, who was indeed someone that we knew. Letters confirming they'd had sex in our home, which is one of the things, I had felt pressured by him to agree to an open relationship, but there were prerequisites that would make it okay in my eyes, or at least I wouldn't complain about. He broke all of those within this relationship. It's quite a listen. Why are we fighting fish people? We're trying to get back Makoto, the blind girl that was, like, in this game a while ago. She owns a place called the Vacant Lot, this empty bit of land that the Yakuza desperately wants, because with ownership of that, they would own the whole block of buildings, which would be very valuable for redevelopment for them. We're trying to get her back. Yeah, Cass says she came with receipts. Lily Allen did indeed come with receipts. Why fish people? I don't know why you're calling them fish people. Is it because there were fish in this building? They're wearing masks, but the masks I don't think are fish masks. I gotta... oh, which way am I going? They jumped out of the they jumped out of the water. Oh, they were just trying to jump me. Like, they're trying to stop me from getting the girl, so I guess they thought that they could hide in the water and get a sneaky hit on me or something. Majima does now know about the... oh no, he doesn't know about the vacant lot. He doesn't know why they want the girl still. All he knows is 3 different branches of the Yakuza are all after this girl. And that he's, at this point, committed to... I don't know why she's valuable, but they were gonna... multiple people are trying to murder a blind girl. I'm not gonna let them. I think I've introduced chat to some Bears and Trees music before when we've done one of our... Laura introduces everyone to music streams. But yes, I'm very excited for new music from them. I very much enjoyed seeing them play live. God, it must have been about a year ago now, maybe. They played the Electric Ballroom in Camden. And for a, like, for a small band, for like a relatively small audience band, they've got the makings of like a big stadium band in terms of their stage presence. They're one of those bands that, like, despite not having big audience numbers yet, are like, they could play a stadium, like, they could be an opening act at a stadium show and they would fill the energy of a stadium venue. Like, they've got the energy needed to go the distance and, like, fill big venues. Come on. Up it, sir. I have to beat you up. There we go, there we go. Haha. Why is your health so high, sir? Hey, Tara. It's crime time indeed. Let's go. Hey, look, I don't want no trouble, but if you're gonna fight me, we'll fight. Honestly, I think you're all rocking those kimonos very well. Oh, I need to make faster time playing through the Yakuzas on stream. Kiwami 1 and 2 now have their Switch 2 versions are available as of this week. So at least we've got another couple of Yakuzas we can, at some point in the future, play through. Oh, these masks are reminding me of, there is a fantastic band, called Fact. They've got a track, A Fact of Life, I think it's called. Oh, it is such a good track. It is one of the first tracks, when I was in my teens and was in a couple of bands, the first band I was ever in, A Fact of Life was one of the first tracks we tried learning to cover, as an instrumental, just because it had such a fun fucking, like, melody to it. Okay, more crime. Oh. You know what, actually? Give me a moment to pause so I can cue it up. I kind of want to introduce you to some Fact, which I think would go... I think would be good background music for some of this, this beat-em-up-ing. Give me a second to... A Fact of Life by Fact. Yeah, God, 16 years ago this was uploaded to YouTube. God, this is gonna make me feel old. This is the shit. They're all wearing masks very much like this in the video. Angry caramel dancing sure is a way to describe this. I'm not going to give you a full track, but if you want to check that out, it's Fact. The band is Fact, and the song is A Fact of Life. It's a damn catchy track, right? Zigra, if you're talking I can't hear you, I'm watching on the VOD and it's got muted. Oopsie. Yeah. Apologies. With Twitch, the VOD will occasionally get a little muty if we go, hey, here's some music for a minute. Yeah, the problem with me occasionally going, fuck it, it's time for a bit of music chat on stream is, works fine for the people watching live, yeah, sometimes a little wobbly for the people on the VOD portion. Okay, where are we going? Let's go this way. It's Indiana Jones it. I got 3 shinies in the last 15 minutes, and none of them are Staryu or Carvana. I am convinced that there are some Pokemon with lower shiny rates than others in Legends EA. And I cannot prove it, but I feel it in my bones. Yeah, no worries, Jazigra. My apologies. I'm in a bit of a musically mood, so occasionally you might have minor portions where it's we're talking about a piece of music and the VOD's mute for a minute. Yeah, the range guys are throwing knives, and I'm not doing great at. It's not even crowd management that I'm struggling with today. It's the situational awareness of keeping an eye on where are the ranged attackers coming from. What do I need to be prioritizing? Come on. There we go. We got rid of the one guy throwing knives. We should be good now. Oh, hello! Metal Combat fans. Oh! Come on, give me a second to get to you. Ah! Yazidra, I don't know how far behind you are while watching the VOD. Setting aside kayfabe, is Laura deadpanning the joke with me? Because damn, that's a deadpan. You're gonna have to be more clear. I genuinely do not know what you were asking in this context. It can't be a VOD because it's live. Oh. I missed the stream, so it's nice to be able to interact with the VOD. Okay, what I assumed you meant was, and I might be wrong here, I think you can watch a live... I know you can do this on YouTube. I assume you can do this on Twitch. If you tune into a live stream and you miss the start of it, rather than watching it live, you can go back and start watching from the beginning of the broadcast, and therefore you won't be watching it in real time, but you're still in the chat. Am I wrong? I know you can do that on YouTube. Is that not a thing you can do on Twitch? Because I assumed you were being sincere when you said you were watching the VOD, which to me meant, oh, you're watching like 10 minutes ago. I assumed you were on maybe one of the earlier times we'd played and talked about some music when the muting happened. I assumed that was just very straightforward. You are watching an earlier point in this stream, but talking in the current chat. Yeah, you can do it on Twitch if you're subbed or have turbo. Yeah, okay, so not everyone can do it, but it is doable on Twitch. I knew it was doable on Twitch. Yeah, apparently if you're a sub or you have turbo, you can do it on Twitch. So yeah, I apologize. I was not trying to, like, kayfabe and, like, deadpan a joke at you. I assumed you were using functionality Twitch has to be watching an earlier point in the stream, but still chatting with chat. That's okay. We worked it out. Because that at a certain point, I thought, am I getting the wrong end of this? We're communicating. Hell yeah. I was getting worried because you don't tend to do that, so I felt like I was causing problems. Here's the thing: if it seems like I'm doing an incredibly deadpan, sarcasm of the variety that's like, I'm just gonna keep saying a thing that isn't true very confidently as if it's true for an extended period of time, you can probably assume, and I'm just gonna say this as a general rule of thumb, you can probably assume that there's been a miscommunication. That is not a style of humor I generally do, because I am not good at detecting that in people, so I don't do it because I'm like, I don't know what the signs are that are supposed to tell, like, when someone is doing it to me, I don't understand the signs to go, oh, I recognize that's happening to me. Therefore, I can't really do it to other people because I don't know the subtle signs I'm supposed to drop in to get people who understand sarcasm to go, ah, I saw the subtle signs, that was a sarcasm. Anyway, Yakuza.
Impressive work getting this far against Consortium men. I can see why you were one of Shimano's favorites.
Makoto. Where's Makoto Makimura?
I've placed her in the care of a colleague. She just departed.
What? What colleague? Give me a straight answer.
No need to rile yourself up. I have every intention of telling you.
What?
Trust me. I am not your enemy.
Yeah, well, sicking your clowns on me is a funny way of showing it.
I do apologize for the roughness. However, I needed to know the extent of your resolve.
My resolve?
You are aware that the Nikkyo Consortium is not the only group interested in Makoto Makimura, yes? Most are operating just as I'd expect them to. Save for one rather surprising exception.
Is it me?
Naturally, I'm referring to you, Majin.
Oh, I got it right.
3 years ago, a Shimano family man vanished without a trace. And now, of all times, he turns up in Sotenbori. Furthermore, just why are you involved with Makoto Makimura?
Someone sent me to murder her, and I went, why do you want me to murder this blind girl? And no one had any good answers.
The Omi Alliance's Sagawa extorting you into making a move on her is easy enough to piece together. But after that, it gets a lot murkier. Why then would you betray Sagawa and help the girl? Is it because you now know what she's worth? Is this perhaps some last...
No, because you asked me to murder a girl.
Screw that.
With no explanation. And I wanted to know why before killing her?
So why risk life, limb, and everything in between getting here?
For some damn answers.
Do you mean to tell me you fell in love with her? Surely not.
I think he did a little bit.
About me?
He might have done a little
reason
bit.
To help someone out?
No need to get defensive. Whatever the reason, your desire to keep her safe is clear. and I have no intention of denigrating that desire. But we stand now at a crossroads for the future of the Tojo clan. Too much blood has already been spilled. If you plan to charge into this, guns blazing, out of some half-baked notion to be her hero, I can't stand idly by and watch. Hence the need to test your resolve.
Yeah, real civilized way of doing it. So? How'd I score on your sweet little test?
I've always been the cautious type, you see. Never could trust a result until I'd verified it with my own two hands. Now then, Majima, one last order of business. If you're willing to protect Makoto Makimura with your life...
Terra says Majima has obstinate defiance syndrome and he feels like he's being forced. Yeah, it's oppositional, what is it? Not oppositional defiance, it's, no, I've blanked on the name for it. But yeah, there is a specific thing that is the, well, if I feel like you're forcing me to, then no. As soon as I feel like I'm being forced, I'm going to push the thing away. Rejection, no, not rejection sensitive dysphoria, no, different thing. My brain's jumbling on the acronyms today.
You'll prove it by defeating me.
And then what? You gonna tell me where you put her?
Precisely. You have my word.
You know, it really pisses me off I gotta play by your rules. But lucky for you, I talk a lot faster with my fists than my mouth. You wanna fight? You asked for it!
See, the thing is, I know the name of the thing, but you put a different sounding phrase in my head that sounds kind of right, and now my brain won't unlatch from it, because it's like, yeah, it's sort of like that. Oh, God. No, it's not that, it's, okay, let me do some keyword searching and I'll find the phrase I'm looking for. Autism, rejects being forced syndrome. Pathological demand avoidance. That's the thing. Pathological demand avoidance. That's the one. PDA, pathological demand avoidance, or pervasive refusal syndrome, PRS, which is a rare but distinct condition. But PDA is the one I was trying to think of. Pathological demand avoidance. Brains are weird. Hey, pathological demand avoidance. I'm aware this is a thing, because I know it's a thing I struggle with. It very commonly overlaps with people who are autistic. Funny thing that. Even if I would want to do a thing, if I feel like people are forcing me to do the thing, my brain has a little switch that flips in it that goes, don't want to do the thing now that I feel like I'm being forced to do the thing. It is the bit of my brain that when, like, a piece of media comes out I haven't had a chance to check out, and I get, like, 30 people tweeting me going, you have to check this out, you have to check it out, why haven't you checked it out? I came to your channel looking for your coverage on thing, why haven't you covered thing yet? Everything in me goes, freeze, I don't want to touch it now. Okay, I gotta beat this fucker out. And like the reason it is the word pathological is probably a good word for it is, you know, there's a degree of that that's fairly common, and then there's the degree to which I have it where it's like, even if it's a thing I know, like, oh, the 30 people spamming me to check this out all do kind of know my taste, so they probably are correct that it's a thing I would enjoy, or that it is a thing I should probably have an opinion on. But despite the fact I know it probably would be a thing that would be my vibe, nah, it's ruined now. Too many people have told me I have to do it, and therefore it's ruined. You see the distinction? Okay. I need to actually pay attention to this fucking fight. Yes, Rebecca Heinemann did indeed pass away yesterday, unfortunately. We talk a little bit about it at the end of Poquisition that's going up tomorrow. Come on. I really should have got more healing items before coming into this fight, but here we are. Yeah, even if it's in your best interest and going against it isn't really worth it, yeah, that's the thing. Welcome to the club. It's a big part of that one Deltarune stream where I went, fuck it, I'm not having fun with Deltarune anymore. Came from was the too many people told me to play it a certain way, and then I was like, don't want to play it at all now. Oops, you broke it. Well, this fight didn't go well yet. I'm gonna try playing one more bit of music while I work on this fight, because I am certain I've introduced you a lot to this band, Bears in Trees, before. But I want to... on the off chance any of you have not heard me introduce this band, there's a track called Reverberate. It's about 5 years old, from a band called Bears in Trees. It is one of my, like, real good it fully lifts my soul back into a more positive place kind of tracks. It is not going to be a good fit for this boss fight, but also, like, it's the one that my brain's going, I want to intro you to this tonight. Yeah. Hopefully no muting while we do this.
See your mother stare right past us as I picture you peering over tinted glasses. I feel like a wicked bastard standing by your wicker casket, and I can hear your fragile laughter as wine bends time us made of plaster. The river finds its drunken master, the fear you felt before, the breathless after, and the way reverberate down my frame, a quake across my vertebrae.
It's a very sweet song, and then when the chorus kicks in, it absolutely jumps into overdrive.
So I'll subvert my simple senses for sensational relief, but the subtle serendipity gets caught between my teeth, and when I go to bed I can't even think to sleep, cause all that's in my head are the monsters underneath, and the way
Okay, I'm doing way better this time. The positivity is fueling me.
A quake across my
Here it goes. Right, it's a cute accent, right? I can't place it either. I'm gonna assume they're from Bristol. Every fucking band. Every good band in the UK is from Bristol. It's usually Bristol.
Well, love could be the glue
that holds the cracks together,
or just inhale the fumes, make your synapses feel better.
Let the chemicals break down the white between the grey,
as your ventricles collapse
and the flag takes down the plane.
Yeah, love could be the glue
that holds the cracks together.
You see what I mean about the really good soul restoring upbeat nature of these lyrics.
The white between the grey,
as your ventricles collapse,
and the flag takes down the plane.
And the way reverberate down my frame, a quake across my vertebrae. But I love my friends, they make me feel alive again, or at least they remind me that I'm not even dead. But I felt
Where are they from? I gotta find out where they're from now. God, this released like 2 months into COVID. I can see why this song imprinted in my soul as much as it did. Let it fade out and then we'll get back to Yakuza's soundtrack. Yeah, you can see how that track, like 2 months into enforced isolation and like, oh no, the world got real scary. It was a real, oh, that got me back in a good mental place for a bit, that track. Anyway, Yakuza. Time to Yakuza.
Well, satisfied?
Very.
Yazira, I've talked about this before. Enforced isolation didn't, in a practical sense, change that much for me. But while we're talking about pathological demand avoidance, there's a big difference between I'm choosing to stay in and I don't have the option to go out. Psychologically, I didn't respond well to that. It felt like a demand. And like, if we're going to talk about it, I think for me, the way that like pathological demand avoidance really surfaces is in, as an autistic person who grew up explicitly denied the ability to get diagnosed, despite the fact it was pretty clear I needed a diagnosis, and was denied the ability to have control of my routine that would have helped me manage being autistic. I have grown up into an adult who really struggles when I have autonomy taken away from me. As an adult, I don't have great coping mechanisms around my autistic need for routine, because I didn't get a chance to really create healthy tools for that growing up. So, as an adult, once I was at, not living with my parents, I realized I could set my own routines and be in control of my routines and, like, have that level of autonomy, and that really helped with the TISM. And as such, I do not respond well when I know that autonomy is being taken away. Because it makes me go, oh god, I know what I'm like when I don't have the ability to control my choices and routine and environment. So that's the thing about COVID. It was like, even if it wasn't making a fundamentally big difference to the amount I was going outside, knowing that I didn't have the option to go outside, that I didn't have the option to go see people or to do things, it was things like that first summer being like, oh, it's 37 degrees Celsius in the UK, like, it's incredibly too fucking hot, and all I want to do is go find like a local swimming pool and go for a swim for like an hour, to just have like an hour of being in water and cool down, and that's not an option I have. Like, that was the thing. It was the, if a thought happens where it's like, this would improve, like, my day would be better if I went and did a simple thing. Nope, I'm not allowed to do that. Didn't respond well to it,
Determination to keep Makoto Makimura safe is painfully clear.
Then start talking. Who'd you pass Makoto off to?
I gave her to a real estate agent.
Real estate? Why the hell's a real estate guy got her?
Oh, are we finally combining the plots?
Makoto Makimura had been willed the deed to a highly sought-after piece of land.
Okay.
3 square meters, worth 1 billion yen.
Majima knows about the empty lot, finally.
1 billion for 3 square meters? On what fucking planet?
It's in a city you know well.
Kamurocho? They took Makoto to Kamurocho?
Yes. And right now, the very future of the Tojo clan hangs entirely on the one who acquires that land. The billion needed to buy it is pocket change by comparison. That plot is the key to the Kamurocho revitalization project. The money and power at stake are immeasurable.
Oh, Nathalie, I'm sorry to hear that. I understand how that would feel that way, and that sucks.
All this song and dance just to pry the deed out of the hands of a blind girl? The way I see it, the Tojo clan's really gone to shit since I've been gone.
Please believe me, I have no intention of allowing the girl to come to harm.
Hey, good for you.
I
While you're
mean,
playing
Kiryu's
nice, the other
known
guys are all
since
coming in
last
hot.
stream about the vacant lot.
Already came a ball's hair away from getting lit up in a damn car bomb.
Or about
Now you're telling
Makoto
me
having the
some house
vacant lot.
peddlers got her? Why not send out a formal invite saying come and get her?
This particular firm is unorthodox.
Oh, good night,
As long as
Artist Imp.
Makoto is in their custody, she'll be safe.
In what world are some pencil pushers gonna be able to keep her safe? Now cut the bullshit and give me their name and address.
What do you intend to do with them?
The plots, they're gonna converge.
Obviously.
Is that right? Even if chasing after her only places her in greater danger?
How do you figure?
You think the company you keep will let you leave alone?
You mean Sagawa?
He will attempt to kill Makoto Makimura by any means necessary. If you go to Kamurocho, you can be sure death will be treading on your heels.
Right, I'm excited for these lads to finally
If you're
meet. They've
truly
never
that
met
bad of
before.
concern for her, would it not serve you better to stay here, locked up in Sagawa's shackles?
You got any guarantees these real estate nerds can keep her safe?
Oh, we're maybe not quite ready to combine. To be fair, I think it's only the last 1 or 2 chapters of this game where we actually combine. I don't think we combine this early. I think we only get 1, maybe 2 chapters where both of them are together.
The hell?
If you can't bring yourself to trust me, point the gun and fire away. You want the real estate agent? His card's here in my breast pocket. You can take it off my corpse. I told you what I have because I trust you.
He's interesting, right, this
Now I
guy?
need to know
Yeah.
if that trust is mutual.
She gets 1 scratch. Then I'm killing you and everyone else who's responsible.
I'll protect her with my life.
Oh.
You stay in Sotenbori and keep watch. As for Sagawa,
Oh no. Oh.
How do you like it, huh?
Sagawa, you smug bastard.
You set him up, I knock him down, eh? You had him give up his gun so I could swoop in for the kill, didn't ya?
Yep. Definitely my plan. I did it all for you, boss. And not to work against you, huh?
And here he is, Makoto Makimura's new real estate agent. Hey now, turn that frown upside down. You wanted to know, right?
Majima, kill him now! Kill him now! If you kill him now, you can go save Makoto.
Guess it's time to let you out of the cage, eh, Majima-chan?
Huh?
I'm saying, Sotenbori can't hold you back from roaming free anymore. You're in, right? Road trip?
That in order?
Come on now. What other choice we got? We gotta head up to Kamurocho and hunt Makoto down. We've come this far. We'll chase that bitch to the very gates of hell to finish this.
Yep.
You and me, Tiger.
We will do that. Mm-hmm. You and I. Okay. We have 4 chapters to go. We are rapidly progressing.
Previously, in the tale of Kazuma
Oh, we're back to Kiryu.
As the snare laid by Dojima Lieutenant Alwano tightens, Kiryu finds himself trapped within Kamurocho.
Oh yeah, you know who we've
Tachibana
not...
snatches him from their clutches in a last-ditch.
I was gonna say, you know who we haven't seen in a while? Kiryu's... his bestest bro in the Yakuza, the guy in the red suit whose name I'm blanking on, who almost shot him in the woods, because he didn't want to live a life where Kiryu got killed and he had to live without him, so he was like ready to do his like little murder-suicide in the woods. Oh, he's still walking home. That's Nishiki, yeah. That's why I've not seen Nishiki in a while. He's still walking home from the woods.
Gambit. The ever-changing stakes in the brutal race for the empty lot reach new heights as even Tojo clan headquarters, lords of the Japanese underworld, become involved. Battle lines are redrawn with dizzying frequency, and the war shifts into its next bloody
The battle
phase.
lines are drawn with dizzying
Kiryu
frequency.
is given the name of the
Is a great way to phrase the plot's real convoluted and changing every second.
person at the center of it all, the owner of the empty lot. A young woman, Makoto Makimura. Extracting her safely from Sotenbori to Kamurocho becomes his top priority, for she is the only hope Kiryu and Tachibana have of forcing back the Dojima family.
The plots are getting closer. They're converging. They're coming together. Crime and punishment. I'd be delighted if we could drown Sagawa in a vat of acid.
Agent who's got Makoto Makimura now. Well, how about a smile, Tiger? Didn't you want to know?
I love that we're getting the cut. You know that cutscene we had 2 minutes ago, and it was quite a high budget cutscene. Let's have it the exact same cutscene with the exact same dialogue repeat now, but the puppet show version, the PowerPoint equivalent.
Tachibana Real Estate. Kazuma Kiryu.
Oh, it's your boy. You don't know it yet, Majima, but this is your boy. He's your lad. Okay, 8 hours before Majima reached the Camellia. Okay. Oh, we crossed over. So we were in Sotenbori while Majima was. We could have crossed paths.
Something's different about this city.
And he's gonna head there.
Almost like something's off, you know?
Yeah, Kiryu gets to go to the second location.
Yeah, me and Tachibana. We lived here before moving up to Kamurocho.
Come on, just let these two
Probably
meet.
about a
They're
year
so
and a half
close.
We called ourselves a mafia outfit, but it was small time. 4, 5 guys tops. Even so, well, the Yakuza and the Omi Alliance knew who was in charge. I was just riding on the big man's coattails.
If I had to guess, I'd say that was around when he lost his arm.
More or less. Anyway, one of the guys in the group back then runs a shady-ass video shop in Shofukucho West now. A place called Cal Videos. You think you're okay to head there on your own for now? I already gave him a call, explained the whole story to him. I've got to make one stop first.
We can probably manage that.
Stop where?
I would love if they did a
I just wanna
Yakuza
get
game
a
in the
feel
style
for
of
the city.
Dispatch. I fucking love it.
I'll show my face to the old crew and do a little info trading. Might give us some new leads about what Shibusawa's boys or the Omi have been up to.
Sounds good.
You head to the video store and wait for a call from a guy named Sarah.
Sarah?
As it
The
turns
plots,
out,
they're
he's the one looking
converging.
after our Makoto Makimura right now.
And there's Sarah. He's a Tachibana Real Estate guy?
No, he's Tojo Clan. A group called the Nikio Consortium.
We heard about them.
Consortium. Never heard of him.
I don't know much either, to tell the truth. But apparently this Sarah guy is in deep with your man Kazuma. Guess he's been tracking down Makimura here in Sotenbori, based on the intel our boss handed him.
I see how it is. In other words, you're gonna hang around town while I sit and wait by the phone.
Gotta love seniority. Well, see you in a few.
Let us run wild. Now, where can I go to bump into Majima right now? I would like to meet Majima, please. Go to the video shop. The video shop is... Where is it? Okay, yeah, okay, I've got my bearings. Oh. Oh, this is what the timeline-wise. The boat is there because Majima's currently down under the water at the Fight Club. That's how we missed him. Majima's currently at the underwater Fight Club. Alright, over we go. Here we go. Cal videos. Let's go, let's go. Hey, buddy.
If you're gonna throw shady looks my way, I'm not gonna let you just scamper off.
My bad.
Don't I know you? Aren't you that Toko credit guy?
This is the guy who paid us to go do that job that led to us getting framed for murder. You might remember this from right at the very beginning of the game. We were told to go beat a guy up in the empty lot, and then that guy wound up dead, and he sent us to go do the shakedown at that specific location. This is the guy who led to us getting framed for murder.
What are you doing here? I thought Kuze took care of you.
Well, imagine my surprise, kiddo.
Why are you alive?
When God closes doors, sometimes he opens a window. You know, when Lieutenant Kuze found out you were hunting me, staying in town was a death sentence. I ran. Getting the hell out of Conrocho was my only hope of escape.
Are you saying you faked your death? That's not easy without connections. No. You bargained for your life by selling out Kuze. Who then?
Now why on earth would I want to tell you that?
I see. You want to make this fun, huh?
Yeah, we'll make it like a little game. Okay, that's not what I was thinking of. I thought we were gonna play like Twister.
Recall, I was framed for a murder no thanks to you. Or maybe that's just a memory you left behind when you fled Kamurocho.
No, I'm sorry. That wasn't my intention.
No.
Really?
You just accidentally set me up for murder.
Whose payroll are you on?
Not a lot of guys on a level with Kuze. Should be easy to guess.
Mime throat
I'm
squeezing.
Not wasting my brain cells. Just give me a name already.
It's Shibusawa-san.
Then I have another question. Why Sotenbori?
Simple. Kuze couldn't touch me here if he tried. This is the Omi's backyard. But then, well, I had to run into you, kid.
Shibusawa bit. So what'd you give him to keep you alive?
Nothing. I'm a living liability to Kuze. To Shibusawa-san. That alone has enough merit. Enough merit, in fact, to go to the trouble of planting a fake body. As you can see, Shibusawa-san is all I have left. I'm at his mercy out here.
Oh, tough shit. That's what you get, buddy.
Why? You have an expiration date. As soon as you lose your flavor, Shibusawa's gonna toss you out with the garbage. He's still a Yakuza. Kissing his ass is only gonna keep you alive so long.
You about done, boy? Awful preachy for a guy nipping at Captain Kazuma's heels. He struts around town like a saint. But you think that's who he really is? Even Kuze knew that. He told me that back in the day, he was a stone-cold killer.
Watch yourself.
No good or evil in the Yakuza. Shibusawa's pouring angel's nectar right now. When it sours, I'll see the devil in him. I'll drink deep until then.
Sir, you do have a beautiful
Knowing
way
how
with
far
words.
You can push the limit. That's all part of the game we play. In the end, Yakuza are just high risk. But they're high reward too, if you're smart about it. Of course the stakes are high. I mean, your life's the collateral. Doesn't get any riskier than that, does it? You would know.
As long as you know what you signed up for.
Yeah. I just need to ride this out. I left money on the table. Kamurocho awaits. That Neon City is still dancing all night long with money to burn.
You think you can go back? And here I thought you were just a dead man walking.
I've already got a protege. A young fool who wants to lend money in the name of world peace. It'll be his face the people see. He'll sparkle so bright. He'll dance and dazzle so clean. Nobody will catch one whiff of me. Even if I do reek like a dead man.
And this is definitely not the prequel setting up a character you're going to meet in the future. Don't worry about it. It's definitely not just some foreshadowing.
And stupid.
Yeah. Stupid. But give peace a chance. Peace finance, that is.
Oh.
Well, this was closure. I can't imagine we'll ever cross paths again. So you better watch your damn mouth. When you're talking about the old man, not one bad word ever again.
Maybe you should worry more about yourself, my young friend.
If you learn one thing, then learn when to shut the hell up.
Yeah, I get it, man.
I'm sorry, sir.
Back off.
Really? You want to shove Kiryu right now?
Well, have a good one. Kiryu-san.
Since when do you call me by my name?
Oh, you're kicking too much ass to call you kid. See you then. Oh yeah. You can look me up if you ever need a loan. Peace Finance, yeah?
Let me just say it one more time, so you remember the name that we're setting up, Peace Finance.
Still an asshole.
Oh. Okay, this is a very, we'll get there in the series at some point.
First time coming in.
Welcome to a very specific kind of video shop.
Everyone. Whatever your flavor, we got something to get you there. Just be careful whether you're grabbing VHS or Beta, yeah?
I'm with Tachibana Real Estate. Oda said he'd talk to you.
All right. Does that mean you're Kiryu-san, then?
Yeah.
Great. Give me just a sec. I got a room in the back.
The home video porn revolution. Yep. More people bought VHS, and that's what sold the format
There's a
war.
phone in there, too. The call from that Sarah guy, I'll patch into the back. No problem.
I'm deeply curious if these are real-world porn DVD or VHS covers. Because the more I was looking at that set of shelves, the more I was going, there's a lot of, like, very specific stuff here I can't imagine you commissioned to make this scene. I don't know. My gut is suddenly wondering, is this real VHS covers in some cases?
So what's this? Your own
Some of it are
private little
oldies that are
fun
period
room?
accurate, right? Yeah, that's the vibe I was having.
Tachibana-san was a big fan, too. In fact, it wouldn't exist without him. It was his money that built it. Make yourself cozy.
Let's just say this is a very classy secret room in the pawn shop where you can watch porn DVD on a projector. But like a classy, I'm gonna go have a wank in the back of the porn room. Also, I'm about to get real fucking autistic with you. That projector up on the shelf is a really interesting design of projector. They're an absolute fucking faff to set up. But they're one of the best picture qualities you can get in terms of home projection. Because rather than a lot of the standard ways of doing projection, the way that these work is you have one entirely red LCD, one green, one blue, and you have to, like, very precisely align 3 projected images to perfectly overlap with each other, so that you are playing, like, a red signal, a blue signal, a green signal. Oh god, what is the name of this type of projector? I was learning about this the other day, and I'm getting really excited. Red, green, blue, separate projector. What are these kind of projectors called? It's an old kind of CRT projector. Red, green, blue, CRT projector. Yeah, I think it is literally just called, okay, yeah, there's the Sony KP5000 is an example of an RGB CRT projector. Yeah, this is the one. So, like, for them to look good, you have to really, like, absolutely fine-tune the overlap. They didn't work great, because it's a CRT projector, they don't work great in, like, unless you're in a perfectly dark room. You gotta be in, like, a real dark space for them to really work. But they are some of the highest quality in terms of, like, resolution and color, like, color accuracy that you can get in projection. They're, fucking beautiful in the results they produce, even if, like, they are not in any way practical or affordable. Yes, there was a who did a video about these the other day that I really enjoyed. Give me one sec. It was the YouTube channel.
Make the perfect.
Technology Connections. Technology Connections about a month ago did a video about these. And it was a very good watch. I fucking love this as a weird side road that tech took. There was maybe like a year or two where this was a thing that people were trying to make happen, and then it kind of fizzled out. But I fucking love that it's here. Yeah, to align it properly, you were supposed to align it with an east-west axis that was finicky. Yeah, they suck at projecting. Like, they're not good at like doing like LCD star blacks, but then honestly, no projector is like amazing at doing true black. But there is a lot of media that looks stunning on those. They're a great projector type for specific kinds of media. Yes, Technology Connections video about them recently was like a really interesting watch. Sorry, I saw that and went, oh, I get to geek out a bit about a piece of tech.
So, Tachibana-san doing all right?
Yeah, more or less.
The dialysis thing's gotta be hard. Back then, he didn't need it. Not while he was still living here in Sotenbori, at least.
Oh, yeah? Do you and Tachibana go back far?
Is Technology Connections the person with the strongly held views on washing machines and Christmas lights? Yes. Technology Connections is the person you will see post 45-minute long videos maybe once a year going, here's this year's Christmas lights and how well... He's a very big believer in the quest to get like an LED Christmas light that accurately captures the warm glow of a true like old style Christmas light, like a proper halogen light with an LED, and trying to get that combination of an LED light that genuinely captures that old warmth of like classic Christmas lights. If you want, let me find when was his last one? How long was it? Technology Connections Christmas lights. Yeah, if you want like a proper okay, 11 months ago, Technology Connections has a video called LED Christmas Lights Which Don't Hurt the Eyes. It finally happened. 1.8 million views. It is a 25-minute long video. If you want to see someone, look, I don't know if he's autistic, but it has the vibe of Autistic Info Dump about the specifics of LED Christmas light design for 25 minutes. Generally speaking, could not recommend that channel more in terms of let's really lean down into just very calmly talking about the minutiae of weird tech. Oh yeah, Dandelion, yeah, I guess you were a little behind on the stream. Yeah, Technology Connections, the YouTuber that talks about old tech, taught me more than I ever wished to know about dishwashers. Yeah, if you want like real wholesome, I'm just gonna talk about tech for a while, Technology Connections is a great channel. Yes, his series about dishwashers is incredibly educational. I fucking love learning about. He's great if you want to learn about like weird tech minutia.
I've known Oda-san longer, actually. It was me, him, and a couple other guys. We used to run a 2-bit gang. Then, maybe 2 years ago, lo and behold, this lone wolf Tachibana turns up. Out of the gate, he picked a fight over some stupid shit. I think we bumped shoulders or something. 4 of us versus just 1, and Tachibana-san totally mopped the floor with us. Oda-san never lost a fight before, but Tachibana-san schooled him like a kid.
Hard to picture that. The way Tachibana is now.
I've got a different tech thing I want to enlighten you all to as well in a second.
This was before he lost an arm. Besides, if you ask me, the real mind-boggling thing was Oda-san's reaction to getting his ass whooped. Fell in love with the guy's badassery on the spot. Next thing we knew, he was begging him to be our new leader. Seriously, the difference in caliber was clear as day. And it ain't no wonder, considering the kind of upbringing he got.
What do you mean?
You might know this. I want to find a clip to share with chat. Some of you will know what I'm talking about. What is the Icelandic singer? Oh, she talks very gently, as if she's talking to the fairies. That there is a classic video of disassembling a TV. I'm blanking on this person's name. Bjork. I was like, I want to say it's like a one-word name like Cher, but it's not Cher. Bjork. I'm going to introduce any of you that aren't aware of this to Bjork Disassembles a Television. It's one of the most magical things on the internet. If you are someone that has like a love for technology and slightly away with the fairies hippie types, it's beautiful.
You ain't heard? Tachibana-san's the kid of a Japanese war orphan left stranded in China.
He was a war orphan.
Yeah, Tachibana-san's ma, she was Japanese. Just after she was born there in China, the war took a turn for the crazy. She got separated from her parents. They booked it out.
Sorry, we'll do at least a minute of finding out the serious plot stuff we're meant to be finding out.
Some Chinese farmers took her in. She came of age. Then they married her off to their son, just like that. And Tachibana, well, he followed not long after.
Yes, this is Bjork and her old CRT, yes.
Half Japanese kids like him weren't real popular, as you might imagine. Kid had it rough. Chinese all hated his Japanese guts on account of the war. Said he could have been killed for being a half-blood any day. That nobody would have even batted an eye. Minus one exception, that is. Apparently the local mafia were the only ones that never treated him rough for it. Guess they were all outcast types, you know? Nobody had any money, and a fair share of them came from bad families. So Tachibana-san just naturally went down that road too, sure enough. He'd been walking the walk for a hell of a lot longer than any of us had.
Fuck it, I'm in the mood for it now. We're pulling up Bjork's teardown of a Sony Trinitron TV from 1988. Give me a second to just give you a little treat of this, just a tiny little smidge. Once I can pull it up.
Hello, it is Christmas time, and I'm sitting here by my TV. I've been watching it very much lately because I'm on a holiday, and I've been seeing all those programs about all sorts of things, about Icelandics being very happy about Christmas, very gay, and also very serious and spiritual, and also seeing Icelandic...
Very gay and also very serious and spiritual.
Comic people making jokes, which they are very good at.
Let me skim forward a little. To Bjork taking the back of her CRT off.
See.
Hey, Daniel Aldridge. We finally... Everyone knows about the fact that the blind girl is that owns the vacant lot, and we're, as Kiryu, trying to, like, get her into our custody right now. But we've paused for a minute to listen to Bjork disassemble a CRT. Because if any of you have never heard it before, it's mesmerizing.
Look at this. This looks like a city, like a little model of a city. And all the houses which are here, and streets. This is maybe an elevator to go up there. And here are all the wires. These wires. They really take care of all the electrons when they come through here. They take care of that. They are powerful enough to get all the way through here. I read that in a Danish book this morning.
I read that in a Danish book this morning. They really take care of the electrons.
Beautiful television has put me, like I said before, in all sorts of situations. I remember being very scared to it because an Icelandic poet told me that not like in cinemas where the thing that throws the picture from it just sends lights on the screen. But this is different. This is millions and millions of little screens who send a light on you, some sort of electrical light. I'm not really sure, but because there's so many of them. And in fact,
right, her description of like CRT circuitry as this tiny community working toward a common goal. It's all the little buildings and the little streets, and this is the elevator that takes the villagers up to the screen. It's she goes on like this for well over 5 minutes, and it's some of my favorite content on the internet because it is someone who is like, I understand enough to be safe taking this apart and to like know what the parts of it are, but I don't feel the need to talk about it in literal terms. I feel like I have space to talk about it in a very emotions driven description. And it's a kind of relationship to talking about technology we very rarely see, which is, yes, I know enough to know that there's a million tiny little individual screens making the thing up, but like it's like a little city, and they're all going up the elevator to help keep the electrons strong in the screen. I'm like, I will pull this video up occasionally when I just want to feel better, because like it's just healing for the soul.
Hell, Oda-san's
Anyway, let's
the
learn
older
about
one,
Tachibana
but he
again.
started calling Tachibana-san Aniki, if you can believe that.
Oda. Yo, your shop gonna tend itself? You got a customer out there.
Crap, really? Sorry, gotta go.
Sorry, I was busy in the
Yourself
wank room.
So what? He talk your ear off?
Yeah. He was telling me some of your crew's backstory.
Hey, Veldstrom.
Very good. Was it the one about how I jizzed my pants over the boss?
You've just joined us at the tail end of talking for a solid 15 minutes about the
about
LCD projector in the porn in the wank room at the porn shop.
Me too. Heard an interesting tidbit though. Apparently, Makoto Makimura's corpse turned up floating in the river a few days back.
Did it now?
What? The real one's alive, so it's gotta be somebody else. Heard about a few other incidents too. A body count like this means the Omi, Shibusawa's boys, or both are on the move. And if that's the case, you can bet they're still out for Makimura.
Everyone wants this one girl
But I
dead.
guess bitching about it won't help much. I'll take over phone duty, so why don't you go grab a bite or something?
Huh?
Doesn't take two grown-ass men to wait for a phone call, does it?
Guess you got a point.
Bum. Kiryu gets to explore a little. And have some free time. Maybe even go find some activities. What kind of activities do we want to find? I don't think we've got anything flagged on the map. I guess we just go for a little walk for a bit. Maybe we find a side quest. Maybe we chat more about obscure technology. Oh yeah, we should probably get some healing items in stock. I know where the Don Quixote here is, so we can just hop there. Also, we have like 5 million. We could be. Let's see. Whoops, this way. Attack boost. This is heat action. Oh, we have like 5 million to spend. We can get a bunch of upgrades that will just apply to all styles, so... This is what, 50,000 each. Actually, we should go buy the healing items before we spend all our money on upgrades and don't have enough for the healing items. I think if we go to Don Quixote, we can get some decent healing items. Hello, can I buy healing things, please? What do you have? Do you have anything that's a good heal? Quite a bit of health. Oh, I don't have more space in my pockets for more things. Okay, can I literally just drop some things? I know it's not a sensible thing, but I... to get myself some more pocket space. That's way better. Then I can go back to just upgrading Kiryu left, right, and center. Let's go. Abilities. Dragon of Dojima, because this is going to apply to all styles. This is the good shit. 100,000. Oh, we're going to do the middle one first. God, Kiryu's going to feel more actually equipped for combat now. 1 million. Yeah, we can afford 1 million on this. I mean, we've been doing the entire business management minigame. We've got throwing around money now. That's why you do the business management minigame in any Yakuza game. The second you get the option to do business management, you do it, so that you can have throwing around money. This is... heat, let's do... health. Economics, yes. 500,000. We're gonna be able to afford anything else for now, but that's fine. Have a wander around the city for a bit. We should save while we remember. As I said, I'm feeling in a bit of a, like, introducing chat to some music kind of night today. I might play a little snippet for a minute while we run around town of, for any of you who have not heard that Lily Allen album, West End Girl, that I was talking about earlier, that was, let me list in excruciating detail every single fact I found out about the fact that my husband was cheating on me. I'm going to play you a little bit of one of the lead tracks, Madeline, just to give you an introduction, because it is a fascinating work of art. For anyone who's not come across it, it is an entire album very much in the vein of the one track I'm going to introduce you to. In one moment. I'm going to get past adverts and pull this up.
None of this is your fault. Messaging you feels kind of assaultive. Saw your text, that's how I found out. Tell me the truth and his motives. I can't trust anything that comes out of his mouth. No, I can't trust anything that comes out of his mouth. How long has it been going on? Is it just sex or is there emotion? He told me it would stay in hotel rooms, never be out in the open. Why would I trust anything that comes out of his mouth? Oh, why would I trust anything that comes out of his mouth? We had an arrangement. Be discreet and don't be blatant. There had to be payment. It had to be with strangers. But you're not a stranger, Madeline.
Hey, he is telling you the truth. Our relationship has only ever been about sex. I can promise you that this is not an emotional connection.
We don't speak outside of the time we spend together.
For reference, this bit here is just her reading out literal text she received from the woman her husband was cheating on her with.
Whenever he talks about you, it's with the utmost respect. You tell me he's telling the truth. Is that the case or a line that he fed you? Wanna believe you, but is it a ruse? Lie to me, babe, and I'll end you. I can't trust anything that comes out of your mouth. I'm not convinced that he didn't fuck you in our house. Do you two ever talk about me? Has he told you that he doesn't love me? I bet he tells you he loves you. I've gotten old, gotten ugly. I wouldn't trust anything that comes out of his mouth. Now why would you trust anything that comes out of his mouth? We had an arrangement. Be discreet and don't be blatant. And there had to be payment. It had to be with strangers. But you're not a stranger, madam.
Right, fascinating look into the downfall of her relationship. To the degree of like, no, I will give you the stipulations to which I agreed to him forcing us into an open relationship. It had to be with strangers, there had to be payment, it was not to be in our house, it was not to be with anyone I knew, he was to be discreet, and he was none of those things. Like, oh... Right, it's an entire album that feels like reading an r/relationship post, but it is about her real-ass relationship. It is, here's the thing, it is one of those albums where I'm like, it's not an album I would listen to on repeat, but 100% I listened through this album and went, there is gonna be some housewife unhappy in her marriage in the middle of America who listens to this, and it's like 2 a.m. on a Tuesday, and she is white wine drunk in the kitchen, singing this at the top of her lungs, trying to find the strength to leave a shitty husband she's not ready to leave. Like, this is going to be anthemic for a very specific genre of, like, housewife drinking in the middle of the day, really just wanting to find the strength to go. Yeah, it is well worth listening to as a full album. Again, I don't think it is my genre in terms of something I would, like, put on in shuffle in my rotation, but listening to as, like, a dedicated start-to-finish piece of work, it is a fascinating album. Yes, welcome to Laura introduces you to music things. Here we go, we're feeling a little sturdier now in combat. It's so complex and vulnerabilizing to get into a multi-partnered kind of relationships. Breaking boundaries is not only the most hurtful thing you can do, but the dumbest. You have a partner willing to negotiate terms of ethical non-monogamy, and that's how you reward it, dude. Yeah, so the guy is David Harbour. He's he plays the mustached cop dad in Stranger Things. But yeah, she was not in the mood, at least from her side of the story. She was not interested in a non-monogamous relationship, and she felt pressured into it, and she was like, fine, if I'm going to agree to it, here are the terms, and he just fucking trampled all over them. Oh, can I tell you the story that she shares that is maybe the most damning thing about how she talks about that relationship? She got made the lead in a play on the West End. It's why it's called West End Girl. Is one of the things it talks about is her getting cast in the lead role in this play on the West End without having had to audition for it. She got an unconditional "you are the lead" in this West End production. She was so proud. And there's a whole bunch of shitty little jabs he makes about this. The first thing is she goes to her husband that project I was really interested in, that play, I got given the lead, and his first response is, No. You didn't get given the lead. You probably got you probably misunderstood and you got invited to audition. And she was like, no, they gave me the lead unconditionally. They made the offer, and he's just like, no. You must have misunderstood. They must want you to audition, but you don't have the role. Like that kind of brutal. The first night of performance, he sends some flowers, and the note on the flowers is something to the effect of, these are my bad luck flowers to you. I want this to go badly, because I would like you to come home to me sooner. Like, let me find the thing. Because it sounds like I'm exaggerating. Lily Allen, bad luck flowers. Okay, the note read, my ambitious wife, these are bad luck flowers, because if you get reviewed well in this play, you will get all kinds of awards and I'll be miserable. From your loving husband. There are photos of that fucking note. You can read the fucking note. That is, right? Rule Spider says, so romantically irresponsible and insecure little shit about his wife's success getting faster than his. Right? It 100% just reads as him being insecure that his wife's doing well. Right? It's way worse than how I put it. If anything, I undersold how fucking bad it was. This is, like, very clearly a man who... He was... Because at the time, he was on Stranger Things, and, like, Lily Allen hadn't had, like, a #1 album since, like, you know, probably, like, 10, 15 years ago. He felt like he was the famous one in the relationship, and clearly did not like that she was... having success, and that Stranger Things was kind of struggling because... Well, a lot of reasons that Stranger Things was getting dragged out and he was losing his moment in the spotlight. Yeah. We just walk around the city for a bit. Okay, we're just hanging out in the city for now. But yeah, it's a fascinating album. Oh, here we go. There was an explosion of some kind. Someone planted a bomb in the car. Oh, Lee. Okay, we gotta go around this. We're running past all of Majima's good spots. But yeah. It is a heck of an album to listen to. It is well, if you've got it in you, it is well worth listening to as someone just very directly claiming power in a powerless situation. To my understanding, the deal with that album is that Lily Allen did not forewarn her husband or his mistress that she was releasing the album. She just fucking went, fuck it, scorched earth, and just aired their dirty laundry directly, including direct transcripts of shit that they had said. Yeah, we'll lose the stamina. I'm not sure at what point I go back to the video shop or not. We'll try going back to the video shop in a minute. Yes, sorry, yeah, because that's the thing that I miss, because I definitely did undersell that fucking bad luck flowers letter, because at least in the version I said, it was like, it sounded like the sentiment was, I'll miss you and I can't wait to see you home, like, I'll enjoy you coming home, as opposed to, I'll be miserable if you are successful. If you get good reviews, I will be miserable. And I do respect that she came ready to drop receipts. She was very like, oh no, 100%. I have the photos, I have the screenshots, I have everything ready to go. No. I know it sounds like I'm exaggerating about this man. Ooh. Our happiness is a zero-sum dynamic and I want it to favor me. Yeah, that does kind of feel like it. Terra says, Raw Spider says, if I'd been in her shoes, I would have done that and fucked off some remote summer holiday island with no phone. No one would know where I am, because, like, fuck it. She wasn't far off that, because you know what she did? The timing of her release of West End Girl was right as the press tour for the final season of Stranger Things was kicking off. She dropped that album right when her husband was, would have been about to be front and center for promotion of the final season of his big show. He has been remarkably absent from the press tour for, Stranger Things. She really went, no, you're gonna be this fucking petty about the fact I'm having success, well, fuck it, I'm gonna tank yours. And I can't say I blame her. I'm gonna try wandering back there. I have struggled to leave some bad relationships in the past. I know that it's not an easy thing to do. Okay, yeah. Okay, time to head back to the video shop. Good timing, we're right here. Yes, without going into big specifics, because, you know, personal shit that's I'm not in the mood to dredge through in specifics, I have at least once left a relationship with a controlling partner where their response to me trying to leave was to bombard me with threats. I've talked a little about this in places before, but I don't talk about it often. I left a relationship, and was inundated with, threats that they would burn my house down while I was asleep, to hope I would die in the fire. They sent messages with, like, my new address I'd moved to after moving out, and, going, I hope you never feel fucking safe. I want you to feel fucking terrified. When I blocked their number, I blocked them on, like, all places they would be able to contact me. They found increasingly elaborate, ways to contact me. To go, oh, you thought you were gonna get away from me that easily? Well, fucking try again. I will find ways to keep telling you that you are in danger and that I hope you fucking die scared. Heavy shit. At this point, it's been a while since I've looked at these. I know I'm not exaggerating the tone, but I want to pull one of these up just to have a moment of reminding myself to, like, just quite where the wording was. I have to remember where I stuck these fucking... I have the folder somewhere that is, I have these saved purely for the purposes of, should I ever have trouble with that ex again, to be like, I know I might need to drag out old receipts, which is not a thing I would want to have to do. Here it is. Let's read one for reference. Guess again, cunt. I will literally continue to make accounts and message you until you speak to me, and if that doesn't work, I will come to your house and scream blue fucking murder until you come out or the neighbors call the police. I will message each of your Twitter followers individually until you talk to me. I think you're Satan because you're literally acting like Satan. All I fucking wanted out of this was for you to acknowledge that you ever once fucking cared about me, but that's too fucking hard. You're a delicate fucking flower. You're literally killing me right now. I'm suicidal like I've never been before. How could you fucking do this to me? I literally hate you so much. I'm gonna camp in your back garden. I don't give a shit. I hope that your fucking house catches fire and you all die. Yeah, this is... That is a very small sample of what I got when leaving a particular relationship. And I want to be clear, I do not want anyone to go looking into that situation or to try and work out who that was or what that was. That is... I want to talk about this in a vacuum. It is not easy to leave a relationship like that. And the fact that someone I had been with for years could act that way, and say that kind of stuff, yeah, it validated a lot of what I had feared about where the relationship was at and the not feeling safe I was in that relationship. But it's hard not to go back. Because as much as, like, in a clear, rational frame of mind right now, I can look at that and go, that is a sign that that was a relationship I needed to get the fuck away from. In the moment, there was a lot of parts of me that were like, if I go back, will this stop? Can I stop this by going back? Can I just undo that I ever did any of this, and can I stop all of this that is happening by going back to them? And yeah, I am very happy that I am at this point in my life married to a wonderful woman who is I've never felt as safe and secure as I do in the marriage that I am in. But yeah, to the point that chat was having before, sometimes it is fucking hard to leave a relationship, and I find it hard to be too critical of anyone that does what they have to scorched earth get out. Yeah, as Yazika says, it's absurd to think that ever going back to that would ever make things okay, but that's what abuse does. Yeah, it can go... I would give anything for this to stop. Would going back stop this? Anyway, on lighter notes, Rule Spider says, upon checking a bit, most of the posters in the adult video store are from 2 adult actresses that are close relatives to members of the writing team. Period accurate for half of them. The other half are more recent, but in the style of the 80s in their filming. RGG Studios keep surprising me. Queer topics-wise, not always the best and willing to do good. There ain't no sex work or erasing radical feminism in that writing team. And I will say, queer writing and trans writing in particular have gotten way better in the last, like, 5 years or so of Yakuza games. They had some wobbles. Particularly Yakuza 3 is not great, but by the time they get to, like, Yakuza 5, they're doing whole storylines to, like, apologize for the shit they did in Yakuza 3, so, like... Yeah. 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 I wish no ill will to that person, but also, oh hey, Mr. Masochist. Yeah, I empathize with anyone who has had trouble getting out of
if you're
sideways a relationship that's gone bad.
He's in the back room. Guess he got his call from that Sarah guy.
Hello,
Alright,
it's me, person
got
on
it.
the internet, opening up and being vulnerable about shit.
Hold up. This is a big deal you guys are
You know,
taking on.
I
right?
actively hope that person's
You,
doing well.
Sure you're all ready for it?
Oh, hey, yeah, Tara's right. My wife, Jane, is fantastic. Tara says, Laura's wife is great. She streams on Thursdays under the name Janiac. I say she's worth watching. Hey, yeah, if you enjoy the kind of community we have here and would like to pick up a new streamer to watch on the evenings that I don't stream, 8 p.m. UK, which is like, what, 3 p.m. Eastern, noon Pacific. My wife Jane will stream often with a couple of other people, like Lauren Yelling and Beal sometimes be on, sometimes co-op stuff. But she does wonderful streams on one of the nights that I don't stream, maybe like an hour or 2 hours before I typically start. Go check out her streams. If you enjoy mine, you'll enjoy hers. And check us both out on Queer and Pleasant Strangers podcast. You can check it out on YouTube or other places where podcasts are found, where me and my wife do silly little skits and talk about media we've enjoyed in the week. And if you enjoy the stuff I do, you would enjoy my wife. My husband right now trying to elevate them, crack a joke to elevate the mood, says Rule Spider. If you want to know if your partner's good, see if they like giving you a shampoo while you give them a shampoo. I mean, it's a sweet sentiment. I don't know the joke in it, but it seems like a sweet sentiment. It's definitely lightened the mood.
For what?
Anything. I don't know none of the details, but I imagine it's got something to do with the string of Yakuza incidents happening around town lately, right?
You're a smart,
Yeah,
smart egg.
I can't really say anything.
Ooh.
Don't have to. Not while Tachibana-san's involved. That pretty much guarantees it ain't gonna be pretty. Anything could go down around him and it wouldn't surprise me.
Ooh. People in chat have been... someone earlier in the stream was speculating about what they hoped the Steam machine price would be. Linus Tech Tips, not great, but I'm going to quote him here. Apparently he was told by Valve, the Steam machine's price will not be subsidized by Valve, and will be more in line with the PC pricing for those technical specs rather than console pricing. So hey, those of you hoping it was going to be like a $500 machine, maybe reset those expectations. It sounds like the price isn't going to be subsidized console pricing. Okay. We'll see if that actually materializes, but that's apparently what he was told. Okay.
Fair.
Right. So don't let me rush you into being reckless.
I'm
You take
ready,
all the
let's
time
do it.
Thanks. But I'm ready.
I think 700 is probably about where
Okay,
it will
head on
land.
back.
Like, I think it's gonna end up around the PS5 Pro price. Despite being a little lower tech specs-wise, it'll still be, as Valve have pointed out,
You got the call
a
from
more
Sam.
powerful machine than what 70% of Steam users are using.
They'll hand off Makimura
We'll see.
Benton Inn.
Like, 550 would be about the upper end, maybe, of where I'd be interested. Like, I'm gonna try and get a review unit from Valve if I can. Like, I have some contacts with Valve now at the point that, like, you know, they included the AA showcase on like Steam's front page this year. I'm gonna see if I can get access to a review unit, but like if I'm buying one with my own money, I can see a world in which there is a benefit to owning it to me. What I've wanted for a while as like a streamer, I find it really fiddly to stream PC games on the same, like, running the game on the same machine that I want, like, to be handling the stream. What I would really like is a really small, compact, designed in a console, like, style UI, like, a tiny little PC with its own dedicated controller that's like a very small box where I can just HDMI out into this streaming PC's capture card and be playing a PC game on one machine and using a different machine to handle the stream. That, for technical reasons, has some real appeal to me setup wise. Being able to then take that small box, plug it into the living room TV, have trackpads to do, say, point and click adventure stuff on the TV. Like, I can see a use case where this fits really nicely into my non-work and work life, but I think there is a limit to what I would pay out of pocket for that convenience. Oh, Rule Spider says, my hubby admitted to me in the past, I knew it was legit, not only feeling in love with you and feeling safe with you the first time we shampooed together. No one has ever been this careful with my hair in my past partners. You know, I understand that entirely. This is going to be a weird pull. In the video game Gone Home, one of the first things that, like, for any queer person will tell you clues you in that game is going in a lesbian direction is the way that they talk about the vulnerability and tenderness of dyeing someone's hair. And of having someone, like, carefully working on your hair while, like, doing, like, a box dye. I think it's that same thing. It's that, like, just taking some time to, like, to just look after someone else's body and to take care of it and to be very gentle with an act of looking after part of someone physically. Like, that's a very tender thing.
It's over in a neighborhood called Camellia Grove.
Camellia Grove. Benton Inn.
Right. We'll head there now and meet with Sarah. If the coast is clear, we'll take custody of the girl and get out without any trouble.
You mean right now? Seems kind of rushed, doesn't it?
The town's crawling with guys looking to get their hands on her. We don't have the time to be proper about this.
Aww. Dandelion says, I knew I wanted to marry Izzy when she held my hair back when I was sick. Never knew I'd be so reliant on her, but she makes me feel safe and not a burden. Those are the moments. It's the moments of knowing you can trust them, that when everything else falls apart, they'll be there. One I think about is me and Jane went and met a friend. This is a very long-term friend of Jane's who I'd not really spent much time with at this point, and I wanted to make a good impression. Turns out, this long-term friend of Jane's was an alcoholic. She's sober now. She's turned things around in that regard. I tried to go drink for drink with this friend because I was feeling nervous and wanted to make a good impression, and I was going drink for drink, gin and tonics with a person who at that point was quite a few years deep into alcoholism. It was not a wise decision on my part. I regret some choices I made that day. If you'd asked me today, I would not have tried to keep pace there. I would not have gotten home without help. And Jane, I very rarely, like, have gaps in my memory when drunk, and this is one of those times where I don't remember. I remember being at this friend's house, and then briefly being on the train, and then being home, being sick in the bathroom. What I do remember through all of that was that I never had any doubt I would get home because Jane was there and it would all be okay. It was just that knowledge of, I was in a position where I was like, I became very aware I'm not capable of keeping myself safe right now. But that's okay, I know she can. And I'll apologize later for the fact I'm in this state, but right now I know that I'm safe because I trust that she'll keep me safe. How bad was the next day? Honestly, not that terrible. It was mainly the day itself. It was the it was the wait until, like, the room spinning stopped. The room There was a while where, like, I was cognizant again and the room was spinning and that didn't stop for a while.
Apparently, our little Miss Makimura didn't know she'd inherited the empty lot. Not until Sarah told her, that is. The previous owner was a grandfather, as it turns out. Died about 2 years ago now. But by that point, she'd already run away.
Run away?
Yep. Hence the reason nobody had a clue where the hell she was all this time. And while we're talking mysteries, she's also gone blind for some reason. She goes from one tragedy to the next, then suddenly inherits land worth 1 billion yen. Guess God figured it was about time she deserved a break.
Yeah, one that comes with getting hunted down by the Yakuza. Ask her how much she's thanking God right now. I'll bet it's not often.
Like
it is definitely top 3 most drunks I've ever been in my life that day.
And the body count keeps climbing. In any case, she says she's got no attachment to the land and wants to get rid of it ASAP.
I see.
Okay. Ready to do this?
Hey, NK
Here's
man.
the plan
How you
get
doing?
around. First, you head into the Benton Inn and collect the girl. I'll wait outside.
Happy
Keep a sharp
Kirby
eye
Air
on
Riders
who comes
Eve?
and goes.
Yes,
As soon as we leave the inn, we make a beeline
once
for
I can
Kyoto.
save this game,
We'll take the bullet train from there.
what I might do is I might keep the stream going till midnight
dangerous
UK,
to
which
get
is in
on
like
at
20
Shinosaka,
minutes,
you
and boot
think?
up Kirby Air Riders just long enough that I can
Just
spend
being
5 minutes
cautious.
having a look at the accessibility
For all we
menu
know,
in full
Shibuya
now
and
that
we only
like the
have
game's
eyes
out.
on local stations.
Right.
I wanna see
Hey,
like what does
Kiryu.
that outline section do? Can I
This
set some of the
mission's
settings
basically the
separate
whole
from the
reason we were let
presets?
into Tachibana
I have a bunch of
real
questions I want to answer.
I expect you
Like
to
I have the
deliver.
game downloaded, ready to go.
Whatever happens, you keep Makimura alive. If we can get the empty lot, you'll have the leverage to see about keeping your man Kazuma safe.
Okay. We can save our boss's life if we can get Makoto out of this.
So this is it. Camellia Grove.
Quit staring like a damn tourist. You ready? I'll be here watching for anybody suspicious coming in.
Got it. See you in a few.
Oh, one moment.
Kiryu-san of Tachibana Real Estate.
Sarah, Nikio Consortium. Have a seat.
Kiryu. Tachibana Real Estate.
Kazuma-san's told me about you. To that end, I'm aware of your present circumstances as well. However, now's not the time for etiquette.
I am
or
aware of Inazuma 11. I've been hearing really positive things about this anime football game.
This is Makimura-san.
I'm Kiryu, from Tachibana Real Estate.
Makimura. Nice to meet you.
I'll be in charge of seeing you to Kamurocho, together with a colleague named Oda.
You're my bodyguards, then?
Yes.
Honestly, I didn't even realize my grandfather had passed away until just now. Getting dragged into this insanity because of some piece of land he owned that I've never even heard of.
It must have been hard.
Just recently, a man who'd been looking after me was killed. He took me in, and now he's...
Ah, he's alive. He's sturdier than that. Don't worry.
I couldn't care less about want the money. Just let me be done with this land already. Please.
I understand. Give Tachibana-san my regards, Kiryu.
I will. If I may, miss. Excuse us.
Clearly it was a rubber car bomb. I'm currently 2 seasons into rewatching first time watching for Jane, IQ, the volleyball anime. We are just coming toward the end of season 2.
You're gonna stand around doing this.
Let's go.
Oh, that's the... Sorry, it's been a while since we played Yakuza 0. That was part of the thing, wasn't it? Was it this man from Tachibana, or was it the other guy? One of the guys from Tachibana, is the guy that, like, sex trafficked Makoto. The guy with the bat tattoo, is it? I'm going to assume it's him, because that's why she's recognizing the voice. I think this is the person who trafficked her.
Makimura-san.
All right.
Okay, it was Tachibana himself. Yeah, she's recognizing the voice, but yeah, I know that one of the two, and I did think it was Tachibana himself, but one of these two is the one with the bat tattoo that she's like, I want them dead. I want to see if I can find, once we can find a save point, I want to see if I can find footage of this Inazuma, this anime football game. It sounds really interesting.
Nothing. Probably.
Oh yes, we saw him shirtless for dialysis. That's how we know he's got the bat tattoo.
I'm Kiryu's coworker Oda, by the way.
Yeah.
My bad. Didn't mean to make this awkward.
Yeah, she's absolutely gripping that thing for dear life. Yeah, this is me trying to remind myself the stuff that it's been like 2 weeks since we were in the middle of.
Kiryu, behind us. Car in the right lane. Reptilians. Been at it for quite a while now.
Is Inazuma 11, is it fully voice acted? Because if so, that helps some on that.
Shibusawa. What?
Fully voice acted, cool.
Damn it, they found us. Hit the gas! Yeah, all right.
Wait, what's going on?
Give me a break here. Kiryu, make him count.
Ooh, Demon School's out today, isn't it?
Why do you have this? You should be thanking me. Now shut up and shoot.
Oh! The main plot has positive disability representation with its main character. Interesting. Could you tell me more? I'd love to hear about that. Yes. Rule Spider says, I can't help but notice Kiryu is uncomfortable about this, as uncomfortable about the situation as he may be, very much pays real close attention to Makoto's body language, and her on-edgeness gets his inner wheels racing. Yeah, for all of the, like, for any complaints you can have about Kiryu, you can't fault the fact that he is very in tune with fuck, something is wrong, and I 100% trust your vibe that this isn't right. The main character in Inazuma 11 has a heart condition, possibly arrhythmia, but he has a huge active role in the team, and how he leads everyone. Can't play football or else his life will be at risk. Oh, that's really interesting. Anyway, I gotta... Okay. Be inside the car. What's the fire is X. I forgot we had this whole car chase shootout scene. Oh fuck.
Do they ever quit?
Like, I'm not good at this section, but I love the sentiment of it. I'm so bad at this. Come on. There we go, got him. I'm so bad at this. It's the front, it's the driver's side seat ones where I'm like, come on. I need him to be far enough forward that I can actually get him. Come on. I gotta be shooting sort of slightly back so that I can actually hit his face. There we go.
Excuse me.
Can I? No, I can't. I can't use my healing items while in the car. Okay. Okay, my health is real low. Come on. Come on. Come on. Gonna be near the end of the sequence now. Please. I can't take much more of this. Did we do it? No, not quite. Come on, don't make me redo the whole sequence, please. Okay. Save the slowdown for when they're about to shoot to get the counter in. Or for the drivers. Okay, I'm doing better. Yeah, Kiryu's never killed anyone, by the way. Kiryu has never killed a person. Kiryu has never killed anyone. Even by the time we get to, like, Infinite Wealth, for example, he's never killed anyone. Okay, well. There we go. Okay, breathe for a second. Oh god, fuck. Fucking rocket launchers. Take that guy out ASAP. Is everything okay? Yeah, don't worry about the rocket launchers. We're fine, dear. Oh. Oh, there we go. We were so close to doing it the first time.
What's that sound?
The hell is wrong with these guys?
Are you serious?
Give me a bigger gun, please. I feel so sorry for the blind girl in this situation, who has less information than anyone else on what the fuck is happening. No one has explained, like, hey, sorry, just to let you know, we are under helicopter bazooka fire. Oh. Okay, the rocket launcher guy's down. Honestly, impressive piloting the helicopter this low to the ground while shooting. It's a very serious crime drama, this. Sophie the Bookworm says, I seem to have arrived at a very typical Yakuza moment. Yeah, it's a very serious, grounded crime drama.
Yeah, for now at least.
There might be more. I'm pulling out the highway.
We're in a car with two men from a real estate company and a blind girl who owns a completely empty lot of property, piece of property, maybe 3 meters by 3 meters, and that definitely deserves helicopter rocket launcher attacks.
Damn it. We'll lay low here for now.
Son of a bitch. How in the fuck did Shibusawa find us like that?
Relax, Oda. She's already scared enough.
Fuck off! Like it's my fault?
Yes.
I'm okay.
It does seem like it's your fault. As soon as she heard your voice, she fucking gripped that white cane for her life. Like, it does seem like you might be the reason why she's that scared.
Well, isn't that just great for you?
What the hell are you doing?
I'm gonna check downstairs.
Kiryu, kick this man's ass.
Sorry about that. Hey, you really okay? You sure you're not hurt?
Kiryu-san, that's your name, right?
Yeah.
Oda-san's tense, and I think I can tell you why.
Why?
I'm pretty sure I've heard that voice before.
Huh?
Yep.
Well, cat's out of the bag, huh?
Oda.
Don't move, Kiryu.
Good on her for having the guts to admit it.
I said don't move!
What do you think you're doing?
Forgive me. But I'm gonna have to cancel the girl's little meet and greet with Tachibana.
What does that mean?
Makoto deserves so much fucking better.
Sorry, man. Neither of you are leaving here alive.
I just say, I fucking love Makoto as a character, and I've been so holding off on talking about this because, like, I might have teased that maybe at some point Makoto and Majima maybe become a thing, and like, I've talked to people who are early in playing this game about that fact before, and they go, it feels like there's kind of a power imbalance. It kind of feels like, you know, I'm not so sure how they would go together. I think this is the scene that really clicks, like, oh, no. She might be blind, but she is, like, well prepared for, like, look, I came out of some traumatic shit. I went and got a white cane custom made to have a fucking blade installed in it, because I'm not gonna... I am gonna be ready for the next time that someone tries to do heinous shit. I'm like, fucking good on you. Good on you, gal. Yeah, it's when we get in the car and she starts gripping it, and she very specifically, every time in the car we see her gripping it, it's one hand on the body and one hand on the handle. Like, you're gripping it with two hands. No, you're getting prepared to unsheath it. And I'm like, oh, I fucking love these little details. And that is, I think, where we're... Oh no, we're not quite. I was saying, is that going to be the chapter drop?
Makimura-san?
Yes.
That cane.
Sarah-san gave it to me. Just in case, he said.
That's it, yeah, from Sarah.
Still, I didn't expect to use it on someone from Tachibana Real
Yeah,
Estate.
when the moment happens, she does not hesitate
How about
to
an
go...
explanation, Oda? Why
Fuck
turn
it, I'm
on
in.
us? You said it yourself. You're supposed to be Tachibana's sworn brother,
Oh,
right?
100% Rule Spider, yeah. Totally makes sense, having the blade there. But it's, I really like this as a moment of characterization for her.
Arm. Does he have a tattoo? Is it a bat?
Oda? Yeah. It's there. He's got a bat tattoo.
I knew it. As soon as I heard his voice, I was almost certain.
What's this all about?
2 years ago, that man abducted me. He kept me prisoner, sold me like cattle.
What? Explain yourself.
You hurt the woman. To her, I'm the scum of the earth. Killing me'd probably be letting me off easy.
So you figured you'd shoot the two of us instead? What did you mean you can't let her see Tachibana? This doesn't make any sense, Oda. The hell's going on here? Time to clear things up. Oda!
Fine, I'll talk. The tattoo. It was to mark the guys in the gang I headed. We all had it. Back then, I borrowed money from the Mafia on the mainland. Stowed away on a ship to Japan 5 years ago. Ever since, I took basically any work that pay in Sultan Bori. Burglary, armed robbery, you name it. Conned girls and sold them off too. And more than a few times. Our girl here, she just happens to be one of them.
And what does all of that have to do with Tachibana?
Thing is, not long after I sold her, believe it or not, that was when I first met Tachibana. He was different.
first time I ever got my ass handed to me by pure force. It was so one-sided, I couldn't even be mad. It was more than strength. I'd been wallowing at the bottom. He came along and gave me hope. After that, I practically begged him to take us under his wing. Asked him to get the same ink as us. I had no pride. I knew my place in life was under him. I'd carry him straight to the top. But instead, I wound up costing him his arm. He lost it protecting me. A rival gang took us by surprise. So I swore Tachibana-san would be the one man I would never betray. Ironic. No sooner than I swore that, we were hanging out one day when he saw that damn show. It was some investigation about war orphans in China. In one bit, they'd pulled some old footage that must have been shot a few years back. About some orphans who came over to Japan after discovering they had relatives here. And when I saw that girl's face, I remembered. I recognized her because I just sold her to a crew of Korean mafia types.
Yeah.
Age checked out too. Usually I'd laugh at a coincidence that crazy. But it was worse.
Mother. Xiaoqiao.
I couldn't believe it. I'd sent that girl to hell for a stack of yen. And then the guy I'd dedicated my life to serving says she's his fucking little sister.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. The plot fucking thickens, huh?
Makoto Makimura. She's Tachibana's sister?
Is that really true? This isn't some trick?
I'd say we're past that. They got no reason to lie.
The thick plot.
It was too late to do anything.
Perhaps one should just never
It was a long
traffic
time,
humans,
but
right?
I knew that wouldn't make a damn bit of difference to Tachibana-san. So with that, I had one of two choices. Let you meet him, knowing it would be the end of me. Or double down, erase you from the equation permanently, like it never happened.
One can simply turn left at genocide, just like.
I take it that's the real reason you tag along to
Don't go
Osaka.
there. Don't go to the bad activity.
As luck would have it, nobody but me had any clue I had reason to kill her. If I said it was Shibusawa's people or the Omi that got her, nobody'd question it. But now that's all over.
Hey, over here! There's a way upstairs!
That's Shibusawa's crew. Damn.
Oda-san,
Are we gonna
can you
get an
stand?
opportunity to save the game soon? Who knows? This is the problem with Yakuza. You can never predict how long you're gonna get stuck in a chain of events.
All that and you still want me coming with you? How naive can you get?
Look, I've stabbed you once. I can stab you again.
Sure. Can I have my gun? I'll slow him down as best I can.
What?
Look at my leg. If I'm gonna die here, I want to go out being useful for Tachibana-san.
Oda.
I know it's ridiculously selfish, but will you tell him I said that?
Tell him Oda wanted him to know. Please. Tell him that I loved him. From the bottom of my heart, I did.
I will. But don't
Yeah,
be a
I need
hero.
the ability to go, can I
Go
pause
easy,
and
at least it
save
shouldn't kill you.
during a cutscene and restart from the beginning of that cutscene when I reload my save?
We'll see.
Kiryu-san, what about Oda?
Come on. There's no more time for words.
Thank you. Kiryu.
Over there! I see him!
I'll keep you safe no matter what. I promise.
Okay.
Give us the girl!
Okay. Well, we've still got a little ways to go at least. Turn the volume down a bit now that we're in combat again. Sorry, didn't realise that this was a protect the person escort section. I did not realise Makoto had a health bar I needed to be paying attention to.
This way. You alright?
NK Man, I do plan to check out Inazuma 11. I'm gonna see if I can find stuff. I'm intrigued by what you've said about it. I wanted to check out footage before the end of the stream, but we got caught in the Yakuza trap. But I'll try and check it out.
Right here. You ready for this?
Okay, she's up on the ledge. We can not pay that much attention to it this time. So we look away a little bit. The flying headbutt is quite a move. Flying headbutt again. It's a beautiful move. Right, how dare Buzzsaw guy ruin my nice suit? That's my suit.
This way.
Where'd the girl go?
He's not looking great, huh?
I really don't know. So... And here I thought you'd actually turned on Tachibana. Why didn't you hand her over right away? Ain't it obvious? Sarah got the drop on you guys, didn't he? And after I told you she was in Sotenbori, served her up on a plate. If you just grabbed her a little bit sooner, then... Oh, maybe I could have stayed out of Osaka. That's on Nishitani of the Kijin clan. Paid him a fortune and he still screwed up. And again, look at you. Disappointing.
But we still continue. Every time it fades to black, I'm like, is this the one? No.
Don't worry. I'm not making a pass at you. I just needed a place to spend the night.
Yeah, I know. So my brother... What's he like now?
Well,
Owns
for
a lot of
starters,
business.
He's extremely calm. He's smart, too. Keeps his emotions in check.
I see. That's quite a change from the brother I knew.
That right? How long's it been since you last saw him, you think?
10 years. I was 10. He was still just 15. Despite that, it didn't stop him from leaving my mother and me behind for Japan. Last thing I heard, he was headed to Osaka.
I see. And that's why you were in Sotenbori? You were looking for Tachibana?
Mm-hmm. 2 years ago, I ran away from my home in Tokyo. When I got to Sotenbori, I started asking every Chinese person I found if they'd seen him. The man with the bat tattoo? He was one of them.
Oda.
Right. He said he thought he knew the man I was looking for. So, I went along with him. Though, if what he said is true, he hadn't yet met my brother. It was just a lie.
That's rough.
I swear, I'm a fool. Honestly.
No, you were
Even
lost
so,
and desperate and needed
the
help,
closer
and
to your
someone took
brother than
advantage
you've
of
ever
it.
been. Kamurocho awaits.
Honestly.
So, Real Spider says, Makoto, I hope you recover sight somehow. I mean, it's very plausible. This came up in one of the earlier streams. Her sight loss is not due to a physical issue with her eyes. It is a response to the trauma of being human trafficked. It is a psychologically initiated loss of sight. This is a thing that sometimes happens with trauma, is that some of your senses just shut the fuck down to protect you. It is entirely possible that with some proper care and space to recover from her trauma, that her sight could return.
How much he's changed. The brother I knew wasn't a strong person. Back when we lived in China, we were always bullied for being the children of a Japanese woman. Even when we went to the movies, when the lights went down, people would start spitting on us. It would last throughout the whole film. We were so afraid, so we learned to take it. Maybe the Mafia was a way out. The only way he felt he could defend himself. Just like that, he was gone.
The
But for Mom and me, it was only much later we learned my
physiogenic
grandfather
blindness
was
is the
living
term
here in
for it,
Japan.
yeah.
My mother was ecstatic to finally have a way out of China. So was I. For a moment,
It's
I thought
rare,
we might
but
finally
yeah.
have a place to call home. But I was wrong.
Huh?
How could it? We were family, but we couldn't understand a word each other said. I studied Japanese. Studied it so hard I forgot Chinese. For my grandpa, I adapted to Japan. But my mother... she didn't have time to adjust before she killed herself.
Makoto, you need some good care and support. You
And it's been the same ever since.
you seem
Everybody was
lovely,
trying to
and the
help
world has
One of them is dead.
really just piled
Another
the shit on
doesn't know
top
what
of you.
happened or where he is now. It's all a disaster. Everything. My life.
Yeah. Disaster. When you're walking alone in the dark long enough, it can start to feel like the light will never come. And it's too hard to take the next step.
What?
But it's impossible to know what's waiting for us down the line, beyond the darkness. All we can do is choose. Stand still and cry, or make the choice to take the next step forward. You pick whichever one feels right for you. I'll be there when you're ready to choose.
Kiryu's a good egg. So's Majima.
Then I'll go to Kamurocho. I need to see my brother again.
Okay.
So, will you make sure I get there? Kiryu-san.
I'll get you there.
Sure.
Cass says, the thing about these games is they have a very compassionate view of humanity. 100%. You cannot deny that at its core, this series has a really good knack for writing, like, masculine, engaged in violence male characters who still, at their core, are kind, compassionate people who ultimately want to see the best in humanity. And it's a rare kind of character writing to see. It's a refreshing kind of protagonist. Yeah, Natalie says they're way more kind and hopeful than I anticipated. Even when these games have their little slip-ups and awkward moments here and there, generally speaking, they are hopeful and optimistic stories about men resisting the urge to be as cynical as men are often presented as needing to be, you know? Okay, we have saved, and I'm going to call it quits there for today. Now, before we quit the stream, there are two things I want to very quickly check. One, I'm going to boot up Kirby Air Riders, because I want to check the accessibility menu while I'm here. I want to see... I got some questions I want to answer that are basically going to tell me, like... This is going to take me, like, 5 minutes. Do I need to make, like, an unexpected... Do I need to rush and make a Kirby Air Riders video tomorrow morning on the full game? Or can that wait a couple of days? Let me have a look. I want to... Oh. I'm going to be the last 5 minutes of the stream is checking out a couple of quick things, and then I'm going to have some toast and go to bed. Okay, let's have a look at Nintendo's first accessibility menu. Okay, controller is mostly button remapping. Yeah, this is sort of what it was expected. We have display settings, HUD, and visual. Let's look at general display settings. Brightness. Okay, text size seems to change the text size in, like, the main UI. I like that the boxes are large enough to accommodate the larger size text without having to change the box size, which means that, like, they did think about the larger size text from the get-go. That's great. We have color filters for colorblindness types. We can try out playing with those on. HUD size. The HUD size increase is disappointingly small. Like, I'm glad it's here, but, like, that's not a particularly helpful HUD size increase. HUD opacity. The HUD opacity is a good option. Outlines. Yeah, this is what I thought this would be. I was really hoping these outlines would be customizable in color. It's a shame they're not, but I'm glad that they're here. Okay, you can change things like field of view separately from the presets. That's good. Camera distance. Okay, we can see... so let's put this in the middle. Oh, it resets everything. I just wanted to reset that one setting. And it reset everything. Okay, that's worth knowing. Pay attention to what setting is on before you tweak it. Rider tracking. Camera will auto-pivot behind you while on foot is nice. We can do don't follow or follow. Sensitivity, rotation speed. Turn off screen shake. Turn off tilt when on banked tracks. Do we want to turn on the grid? Oh, okay. So, do we want to turn on the grid, and what amounts of the grid do we want on the focal lines? The border, center. Oh, color. That's nice. Opacity, so we could do solid, blue, thick thickness, center reticle on. Color of the reticle, opacity of the reticle, and then speed effects. Do we want to turn them down to have less intense speed effects? Okay, and then we can test ride with all of this on. I know there's other menus I've not yet opened up. The grid is there for motion sickness accessibility. So it's the same as when you have like a persistent center screen dot in some first-person shooters. It's to give your eyes visual reference points of like your horizon line, and it's the same principle that like some of the anti-motion sickness glasses that have like liquid in them, so that you've got like a reference point for the horizon that matches up with what you're feeling in your vestibular system. Eighth Demon, it's totally fine if it's super distracting to you. It is there for people who find it helpful because otherwise they're going to get motion sick. You don't have to have it on. Not everyone needs to have it on. It's there for the people who would find it useful. Just turn grid off. And then HUD settings is... Okay. Okay, yeah, so these two are for presets. Okay, so if you want HUD accessibility presets, you can... like, you don't want to manually fiddle with these. Increase the text size, HUD opacity, and outlines, or set it to strong, like... oh, yeah. Virtual noses in games is a thing, yeah. There are different games that try different things with motion sickness. There's not a lot of games that try the grid thing, but the grid thing's interesting for sure. Yeah, and then your visual effects. Yeah, like there are ways you can have like the grid thinner and less opaque and whatnot. Yeah, you know what? This is For a first stab, this is a pretty decent accessibility menu. Like, there are things I could quibble. Being able to customize the color of the outlines, for example, would be really good. I'm glad that you can change field of view. For example, yeah, let me just test try this with a wider field of view. You know what, Sakurai? You've done pretty damn good for a first Nintendo attempt at an accessibility menu. There are definitely things I could quibble, but I'll say here what I've said before. If every Nintendo game released from this point forward had this level of accessibility, we would be, like, leaps and bounds ahead of where we are today. Like, this is a really fucking good step forward, and if Nintendo used this as the blueprint and tried to standardize this across their portfolio, they would be a million miles better than where they're at today. Turns out the grid did help me. Good to know. Oh, were you feeling a bit more motion sick when I turned the grid off? See? Point made. Would have to see more of it to see if it helped me. Essential Dot wasn't enough to stop me feeling ill in Power Wash Sim 2, yeah. That's super cool. I might try and rush a video together tomorrow morning. I might just do a very casually made video where I just, like, not an edited thing where I just, like, play through the settings and show them off a bit. Oh, no. Look, I'm not getting my hopes up that it will happen, but here's what I'll say. If this reviews well and people point out the accessibility, like, I would really like to hope that someone at Nintendo would go, Sakurai, you did a thing and it got praised that we didn't realize we should be doing. Maybe, Sakurai, you do a tour around and talk to some of our teams. I'm not saying that I am, like, holding my breath for that to happen, but I think there is a path where this could be the first step on a road to something good. Yeah, I wanted to very quickly, before we finish, have a look at this Inazuma 11. Because I keep hearing positive things about it. Is there a trailer here? Yeah. Hyperdimensional football RPG. I want to see this, like, RPG combat system. I wish this had a demo. This is a game I'd really like to try a demo for before committing to. Oh, does this have a demo? Is there a demo on Switch, or is there a demo on other platforms? At least on PC it did. I'm kind of intrigued by a sports anime RPG where you play a main character who can't actually be the one playing the sports. Girls playing the sports as well. Hell yeah. Poke game alert. This is some good anime bullshit. Oh, does anyone know, does this have an English dub? Does this have an English voice track, or is it Japanese only? If this has an English language voice dub... There is a dub, yep. There is body diversity, yeah. Okay. Come on, tell me there's a demo on Switch. Search in how brave do I feel chucking down 60 quid on trying a football anime RPG? Look, I'll say this, little code geek. I have a real high tolerance for bad English dubs in anime because I really struggle with subtitled media. It's not that I can't do it. I've enjoyed some subtitled media. My ADHD does not do well with I've got to be focusing on the subtitles and the thing that's happening. I use subtitles as supplemental to what I am hearing. I don't do well relying on them exclusively while engaging with media. I would rather have a bad English dub and get to have an English dub. I will have a better experience with that media than I will without a dub. Like, yeah, sure, the performances might be better, but yeah. Oh yeah, no, I'm not like buying it tonight, but I'm also like, I've heard enough people whose opinions I trust to go like, maybe I bite the bullet on a football RPG. Oh, the demo is a beta. I don't think it's available anymore. Yeah. Yeah, audio, but that's the thing. I use subtitles because I have audio processing issues. I don't do well when the subtitles are the only thing I'm relying on. I do better when I have two sources of input. Yeah, I'm tempted. I'm very curious about it, but I'm gonna go to bed because I really wanted to get to bed by about midnight UK, and it's as you can see, 20 to 1 in the morning. Um, it's been lovely to stream tonight, everyone. Thank you very much. I'm gonna try and be back streaming again on Friday this week, I think is the plan. With some more Yakuza, probably. Thank you very much, everyone. Have a good rest